Did you know that if you sneeze with your eyes wide open, your eyeballs will shoot right out of your face? And then they will just dangle down your cheeks. And you'll have to pop them back in again if you ever want to see. If you pop out your eyes and they're dangling off the optic nerves, do you still see out of them and you have become a chameleon type of creature where both eyes will point at different directions? Or do you just lose vision? That question just struck me, and this needs to be answered. There has to be an answer, but there's something that I know for sure, and that is if you sneeze with your eyes open, game over, brother, game over. It will absolutely be your ruin. I was told this when I was about 15 years old, and I just believed it. I believed it, and I never looked it up, and for the longest time, I have been concerned about always having my eyes closed whenever I sneeze. And I don't want to look it up, you see. I don't want to check for real because I know this can't possibly be true. But the act of looking it up will make me feel so stupid that I would rather just continue believing it's the case. I'll rather continue having that doubt and never actually know for sure. It's better than admitting that this has been a concern for so long. It's fine if you were concerned about this when you were a kid. We get told all kinds of really silly lies when we were kids, just for adult convenience or because it's funny. I was witness to a kid being told that if they continue to swear so much, their eyes will shrivel up and become all dry until they go blind. So, it's very important not to swear so much because the eyes will shrivel up and you will go blind. And that's one way that you can keep the swearing of your children under control. I didn't think that one through, I'll be honest. I admit that I did not think that one through. Uh-oh. I put myself in a rough spot. I think this jump, nope, that jump is not possible. That jump ain't possible, brother. And now we have a limited supply of explosives to get this done. Well, therefore, it follows, right? It follows to devise a manner to get myself some extra explosives. There's a bit of a problem here. Okay, that's not improving the problem in the slightest. How have I ended up in this situation? I'm not sure. Gotcha, bitch. Everything worked out. It was on my last legs, my last piece of resources that I could possibly get. My apologies if there is a little bit of stuttering on the frame rate. For some reason, Spelunky HD refuses to capture the gameplay unless I turn on the full screen capture, and that lately has been kind of stuttery now and then. So you'll have to get used to it. There's just no way that I can work it out. I guess I did literally zero troubleshooting. I just noticed that, oh, it's not capturing this mode. Let me capture this other mode. And oh, that works. All right, that's good enough for me. That is the extent of the troubleshooting I did. So I have tried nothing and I am all out of ideas. Anyway, what kind of really, ultimately is harmless. Ooh. But it's still kind of insidious. These white lies that adults will tell children and never bother to correct it later on. another lie, white lie that I was told, because I was a very active kid. My father was like, this kid needs to be, you know, kept under a little bit of control here. It's a little too much. So he told me, you cannot do any exercise. You cannot be doing all this stuff until you have digested your food, and that will take several hours. And I will come back to him every 10 minutes and ask him, okay, where's the food along? Well, how far along is my food? And he would point at certain spots down my throat and say, your food is right here right now. And I honestly 100% believed for years thereafter that is how food worked after you eat it. You put it in your mouth and it slowly makes its way down your chest until it makes it to your butthole. That is how digestion works. Buddy, how are you not jumping onto these spikes? The spider knew how to do it. Why are you so stubborn? Poof. All right, buddy. Well done, idiot. Anyway. Ooh. Where you come from? Of course that's triggered. Don't be foolish. Well, that's straightforward. Let me do one of these. See, that's how it's done. You absolute buffoon. What white lies were you told? Or have you told as a parent? Uncle, cousin, etc., etc. Let me know in the comment section, because I am genuinely interested about all the insidious ways to micro-traumatize your children. This was a disappointment when I learned for real what digestion is like. But my father said, my father said, food slowly made its way down my throat until it was done. What the hell? Was I lied to? I was indeed lied to. I was lied to shamelessly and without remorse. Ugh! Through a betrayal. Absolute and irrevocable betrayal. This is why the family fell apart. It's the roots are all right there. All the felonies, all the jail time, all the yelling, and random stabbing, all came from that terrible, terrible white lie. Now, all being said, I can't really think of any other thing. Unfortunately, and I can't even make it up. Okay, this guy be dead. I can't even make it up. What kind of outrageous nonsense I can come up with? There's nothing. I'll rather you tell me. How you do all the work? What kind of person do you think I am? A witty commentator that will provide you with extreme entertainment off the top of his brain? No. Well, that did not work out, did it? I think I could do one of these. Well, there goes my beautiful gem, but it wasn't a whole lot. We have some time here. We have some ropes. We can nicely get this done for an extra point of health. What? A shot. Did you notice that I was gone for a little while? Or did you not even notice? You just carry on with your life. And it's not like you shape your life around watching the Blargo videos. So, if no videos pop up on your feed, I basically become a non-entity that has ceased to exist for all intents and purposes as far as you're concerned. And then another video pops up. Hey, this guy, I like to click on this guy's videos, and then that's how you do things? Or were you perhaps slightly concerned that nothing was forthcoming for a whole week? And then there was a couple videos, and then I went quiet again. Well, you see, I'm in a bit of a creative rut. Not really, that's not an accurate description of what is going on. I've been trying to finish this extremely labor intensive give me this ropes. I don't want to grab that just yet. Labor intensive 10-year anniversary edition of Eternal. What a beautiful book it's going to turn out to be. Man, oh man. Just to have it on your shelf is going to be gorgeous. Just to page through it. You don't need to read it. Just paging through it is worth the price of an admission. I am really hoping a full color version will be affordable. If it gets up to the, $50 mark, it's like, fine, I'll go black and white. I have been operating under the assumption that I can make a full color version. Well, these two idiots are going to kill each other, as they deserve. And then we'll just drop bombs until the remaining one bites the dust. Don't worry, this dog will make it just fine. No! That was very close. I put a rope there because I am concerned for my future. But I've been trying so hard. I've been making a full color. Why I put a bomb there? Just to have a $5,000 crown? How foolish. I'm the king. I don't need no jewelry to make sure everybody knows the truth. So it will be a real bummer if the full color print on demand on Amazon is going to be prohibitively expensive. Well, you're a pain in my ass, aren't you? That should work pretty okay. A real piece of scum that just murdered a poor dog. How filthy and gross. Okay, give me that good stuff. 40 bombs, brother. Now we just need a blessed black market. If I were a diligent little spelunker, I would be liberating gems and ghosting them. Can't be bothered. Can't do that. Come on. I'll just ghost the vaults. I'll try and get to the City of Gold and ghost it. And that should get us the win. 7 people and 3 cats are playing the Spelunky Daily Challenge in HD. Should be an easy win, right? Easy win. Just gotta make it. Just gotta make it to the end, and that will be about 80% of the work. So I've been trying to finish up this tome, this absolutely gorgeous tome that I really want to have out into the world. And because it's so labor intensive, I do need to, take breaks, and I can't just work nonstop on it. But any other labor, any other creative labor gets instantly short-circuited by the fact but you should be working on the project, idiot. I end up working on neither. And that is about 90% of the reason why it's slow progress and I am doing nothing else. Because I have that stuck in my craw. Really want to finish that, but I can't work on it nonstop or I end up loathing it. So there's no scripted videos, and I have 20 different possible scripted videos I would like to make, as is my usual experience. Constantly with that ambition. Did I just shoot that? No, you're good. You're a good little boy. Of course you use the black market to escape. Why wouldn't you? I am just foolish. A foolish dumbass that thought it's the black market exit. It's not a real exit. Why will the dog go through that? How foolish of me. What is this nonsense? Just blow it up. I have 4 ropes. I have 1 billion bombs. So Obviously, you want to use the bombs to get around. They're not meant to go all the way down here. I guess we're gonna idle myself. I hate everything about this. I think that'll create a ladder for me. Yeah, there you go. Really wanted to get some sacrifices done. Whatever happened to my shotgun? There you go. Why am I not grabbing this sapphire? Might as well. Let's just go. Painful experience in the jungle as usual. I'm pretty slow, but not doing too bad. Going to go mighty aggressive here. Make a nice hole for these piles of filth to go into. Hopefully funnel them all. There you go. Here, down goes the other piece of scum. The darkness, though, I really should be grabbing the torch. Kind of annoying. Wasting all this precious time. Give me that thing. Give me that thing. And the other reason, that's the reason for scripted videos that I would like to make that I haven't done. The reason for no actual gameplay videos. Just kind of feeling a bit of a rut. You know, the gameplay treadmill kind of got to me. And I'm like, kind of want to get off it. This should be doable, right? Kind of want to get off it and do videos that take more work. So, you know, it's this vicious cycle of I want to do scripted videos. I want to finish this giant project. Okay, good stuff. So I can't get to the scripted videos. Took to the mouth? No. You always throw too. Wow. Oops. There you go. Slow progress, but reliable. Now we have some climbing gloves, some beautiful spring shoes. Should have more maniacs down here, though. Nobody, all right. We got 20 seconds. Probably should just make a bomb all the way to the bottom here. Very unfortunate. Didn't find a jetpack, you know, the good stuff. Didn't find the good stuff. It is a nightmare. Let's get the ghost away so we can make our path all the way back to the exit here. Now it's like, but I kind of feel like playing the Spelunky because something that I have repeated 20 bajillion times is that I really do enjoy doing the gameplay with commentary, and I would feel like there's something missing in my life. I have been feeling like something's missing in my life when I don't get to do this at all. So I need to find some kind of balance where I do some spelunking, do something that I really want to do. I hate that these pieces of trash, I mean, just go, right? Kind of being overcomplicated here. The ghosting situation is not optimal. Not the greatest money-making endeavor. But other than that, we're doing pretty great. Just murdering some cavemen, channeling my Spanish conquistador, making sure none of the natives survive, take all their valuables, you know, standard stuff. We're going into the vault, baby. This should be a pretty easy. Famous last word. What the hell was that explosion? It just destroyed one tile. What a load of crap. What's up? Oh yeah, he ate a mouthful of bullets, baby. Catch you right in there. You know, I'm not abandoning the Spelunky 2.5s. I'm not abandoning all the other things that I like to play. Just cooling it. For the time being, I also go in cycles of interest. And of course, you know, it does factor into the decision or the feeling. Certainly, if you look at the analytics of the channel, it's like, wow, I don't know if it's me that I became a boring old boomer. I don't know if it's just general interest. It is only natural, right? You do the same thing over and over and over, people get bored. This is what I enjoy doing. So there's no judgment or recrimination, and I'm not begging you for likes and for you to spread the word and nothing silly like that. But you do look at the analytics, and it's like it's a lot less interest in any kind of just raw gameplay with commentary. The meta these days is ultra long analysis videos that you put a ton of work into. If you even want to get a foothold in any kind of, I just now realized that I really should be getting, that goes from this side, in any kind of YouTube notoriety. Hey, come on, do it. Your videos need to be pretty high quality. Only the legacy YouTubers, your Northern Lions, your XQCs. I guess XQC is not a YouTuber, but you know what I mean. People that basically inherited a massive audience from those times and that have been able to continue being entertaining. Those are the guys that can do just plain video games and get away with it without completely dwindling what they're doing. Like, is there I would put it at 0.0%. The percentage of YouTubers that start just literally doing let's play and that they find any success whatsoever. Views wise. Spiritually, you know, they may get fulfilled. Self-accomplishment and the self-worth, it may be satisfied. Certainly not the number of views that they're going to get on their videos. They need to have something going on besides that. Sure, we're in the ice caves. We go these, right? We can become tryhards here. Are you in a hurry to get anywhere? Probably not. You're watching a Spelunky HD video. You're one of the OGs. Your taste buds have been adapted to split pea gruel and old shoelaces. That's the kind of person that you are. You like the old school YouTube stuff. And there's nothing more old school than ghosting in the ice caves, baby. Like I've many times repeated, analytics, YouTube analytics don't make my video making decisions, but they are a factor. Anybody that says that they're not, they're just lying to you. They're just trying to remain aloof with their attitude. But of course it matters. Otherwise you wouldn't be posting them on the internet. If the people that view it wasn't important to you in some capacity, doesn't have to be the thing that you wrap the entirety of your self-worth around. That would be unhealthy as hell. But in to some extent, you have to care about it, and it's not even unhealthy or weird, is it? It's like that's the bane of the artist, to get eyeballs on their art. Otherwise, they're just masturbating. if you don't get validation, really, am I doing all this just for like 4 gems and a sandwich? Kind of sad. And now I don't even get to go this ruby. Why am I carrying this body? This is not 1997 when I had to hide it in the woods. We're past all that, buddy. That stuff is all forgotten and rotten. Nobody ever found them out. Let's keep it that way. You have said too much. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that there ain't even shame in it. If you are any degree of artist, you have to care about having an appropriately sized audience. Otherwise, you will never in your life make a living as an artist. So, you know, the healthy balance is making sure it doesn't become a really pathetic obsession where you whore yourself out to get a +7 on that view count. That is where the difference is made. I grabbed the diamonds, right? I didn't just ghost them and then leave them behind. That sure would be a classic Blargo, but I sure hope I didn't do that. Let's get rid of you, piece of filth. So, you know, I do need to factor into the decisions, and it's like between that feeling of kind of in a death spiral where my interest is concerned, and also a death spiral where the YouTube views are concerned. Maybe I just need to change the paradigm entirely. Let's get this mine. Change the paradigm entirely, and it feels so. It fills me with guilt because, you know, there is the audience that is there, as relatively tiny as it is. It's still an audience of people to whom I have become parasocially attached to. They are always talking about the parasocial relationship between the audience and the author, only in the direction of the audience to the author. But it's also this other way around. It's like, especially people that sign up for the channel membership, it's like, I will use your names as the people of my parties in the video games, even if I weren't obligated, quote unquote, obligated by the contract. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've grown attached to each and every one of your names, and I kind of like using them for video games now. I see you fellas in the comments. You're not a blank blob of names and words next to them that are completely indistinguishable. I'll see your name next to a comment, and I'll know that you have a distinct personality that will be different from Morbius77, who stopped randomly in the channel saying, "Wow, you suck ass. How can you be this freaking oblivious?" Get rid of these for some reason. I don't know. No. Kill you, dude. I'm used to the Spelunky 2 boots where the damage ramps up. Did not ramp up. It's just 4 points of damage per stump, and that's it. That's the way it used to be. It was uphill both ways in the snow, while lions chased you and snakes will chew on your ankles. That's the Spelunky HD experience. All of you newfangled Spelunky 2 new kids, Gen Zers, with your silly Yang murder and armies of shopkeepers. Back in my day, where you just used to have one shopkeeper per level. At most, you will get 2. If you get really lucky, you would have 3 shopkeepers, and we were thankful for it. Now you can get 100, at least a dozen shopkeepers in one level. Here comes another dozen. Let me just murder them real quick, as if they're nothing. Used to be They will strike fear in the hearts of the spelunkers. Now they're just fodder to shoot it. All right. Let's not get so close to this damn ghost. Yup. That is, by the way, why you never saw a Shopkeeper's 201 video. The script was completely finished and narrated. There it goes to this one. Finished and narrated. Started working on it. I was like, man, it feels so pointless. Shopkeepers are such a non-entity in Spelunky 2. They are just not a threat. There's just no secret to them. And also I am a lazy piece of garbage that just didn't get it done. But I tell myself that there was just no point. There was nothing really to teach about them. They're just these extremely trivial enemies that they just got spammed. Anyway, I've gone at length about Spelunky 2 shopkeepers and how much their aura got diminished. I hate this. Let me make sure I grabbed all the money, okay? I could save this lady, but what does it matter? Suicide is forthcoming. My life shall be forfeit soon enough. Who gives a damn? I think we're good. Alright, we ghosted a pile of diamonds. Feeling pretty great about that. Go whoopla. So there you have it. That is why you have seen almost no video lately. Feels wrong. Did not give you what you signed up for. Oh, you beautiful bastards. Members of the channel. Finally, Callie has come to liberate me from this faithless hell. At last I can devote myself to a power higher than my own. I thought that I could depend on my own flesh and blood, but oh, the burden of the world is entirely too much. I need to place my fears, place my meaning into something deeper, something more ancient and beautiful than my own two hands. I will rather depend on the 8 to 16 hands than Cali Sports. It's 16, isn't it? Let me take a look. No, it's 8. Actually, look at... No, okay. 4 arms, that makes 8. That is indeed 8. 4 times 2 is indeed 8. That's how it works. Oh man, gotta get used to the cape. Get used to the cape. It's Spelunky HD. Okay, let me see if we can find... Adamcelius. Kill you real good. Get you on that side, my beautiful Yeti. I hate that the ropes have not been anywhere to be found. Very upsetting. At least now I can descend much faster. One of those. Huh? Please, I need the flesh. I need your beautiful, supple, furry flesh. Huh? Seems like I just read from Maldovius's chat. Was there truly? Yeah, I just heard her. I just heard her. She's clamoring for me, for my help, my assistance. Did I hear her? Am I having... Oops. Am I taking crazy pills? Did I just not hear a damsel asking for my help? Am I out of my mind right now? Anyway, there's nothing to ghost, is there? There's literally just one. Huh? Well, that was stupid. Oh, there's 2. Oh. Could have sworn I heard the damsel. I guess not. Wonder what happened to it. Well, great job. Great job, idiot! Anyway. Maybe there's something here. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Still making money, baby. But, you know, It really is this way. Like, whereas I would love to continue servicing my parasocial friends and the member list, and even just people in the comments that just tell me, hey, play this, play that, play the other thing. Seems to me like I already have your attention. So it is definitely a losing game where views are concerned to pay any attention to suggestions from the audience, right? Because what is, like, a certain point, you get to a certain point and for sure you want to conserve the audience you got. But when you're at the level of the sad, pathetic Pyrrhic level that your Uncle Blargo is, you want to expand the audience. And the only way to do that is to, you know, try a little bit harder than post one gameplay video every day. So that's where it's at right now. You put a pile of pots there, then we'll blow them up. It will be glorious. Well, it shouldn't be triggering that, but whatever. What you got down there, buddy? Look at that. The blessed 3 shopkeeper level. I hate that we have 4 ropes still. I think I want to use one to get close to this maniac, or, you know, just getting murdered. One of these. This should be murder!